Yes, good evening, students. Yes, so all of you done your NEET 2026 exam. Comparing with the last year paper, it was an easy paper. So we will just discuss the key and solution for the physics students. Physics. So first question: for a simple pendulum having time period t and variation of kinetic energy with the time t is represented by. So we know kinetic energy always will be positive and it will be oscillating, right? Oscillating. So option 4 will be the right answer. Option 4. Second question, the room heater is rated 400 watt 220 volt. If the power voltage drops to 200 volt, the power consumed approximately. So consumed power is the question. So consumed power is equal to applied voltage square by resistance. So applied voltage square divided by what is resistance? Rated voltage square VR square by what? Rated power. So will be applied voltage is 200 into 200 divided by 220 into 220 into what is rated power value 400. On solving this, you will be getting 331 watt as the right answer. So right answer is option 3. Third question. The angular speed of a flywheel is increased from 600 rpm to 1200 rpm in 10 seconds. The number of revolutions completed by the flywheel during this time is. So it's a direct question. Number of rotations is equal to theta, angular displacement divided by what? 2 pi. So 1 by 2 pi into what is theta? Omega initial plus omega final divided by 2 into t. So here it is equal to 1 by 2 pi into what is omega initial plus omega final. It is in RPM, means it is given in what, students? The rotations per minute. So you have to convert into angular frequency also. So 1800 divided by 60 per minute. Into you have to multiply 2 pi, then only it will become angular frequency by 2 into t. So I can cancel 2 pi can be cancelled, 0 can be cancelled. So 0 can be cancelled. So what will be the right answer, students? Into t, t is what is the value? 10 is the value, right? So 1800 by 12. So I'm solving it. You will be getting 150. Yes, 150. Right answer will be 150. Now question number 4. The sum of kinetic energy and potential energy of a simple pendulum bob is 0.02 joule. That is total energy is given. The speed of the simple pendulum bob at the equilibrium position is approximately. So at equilibrium position, we know kinetic energy will be equal to what? Total energy. So direct equation, half mv square you can equate to total energy because at mean equilibrium position. So half into what is mass 20 gram, that is 2 into 10 power minus 2 into v square is equal to total energy 0.02, that is 2 into 10 power minus 2 itself. So this can cancel. V square is equal to 2. So V is equal to root 2. What is root 2 value? 1.41 meter per second. Option 4 will be our right answer. Now question number 5. A 100 turns closely wound circular coil of radius 5 centimeter has a magnetic field of 3.14 into 10 power minus 3 Tesla at its center. The current flowing through the coil and the magnitude of magnetic moment of this coil are respectively. So we can use the equation directly. What is the equation? V is equal to mu naught Ni divided by what? 2. Our magnetic field is the center of a current carrying circular coil. Direct equation. So what is magnetic field value? 3.14 I am writing as pi. Pi into 10 power minus 3 is equal to mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 into capital N is 10 power 2 into I. What is I? Divided by what? 2 into radius. What is radius? 5 into 10 power minus 2. So pi get cancelled. 4 by 2, 2 varum. So solve பண்ணும்போது I is equal to 5 by 2 something. So I is equal, you will be getting 5 by 2, which is equal to what is the value? 2.5 ampere. So the two options are coming. So we have to find magnetic moment also. What is magnetic moment equation? Na, right? So n value, number of turns is 10 power 2. Current I got to 2.5 into area. What is area? Pi into r square. R square means 5 centimeter square, right? So 5 into 5 centimeter square. Okay, so its square we have to write like. So 25 into 10 power minus 4, students. 25 into 10 power minus 4 you have to do. So on solving this, you will be getting what is 2.5 into 2.5 into 25 value 62.5. 62.5 into pi approximately 200 pakkathil varum into 10 power minus 2. So you will be getting 2 ampere. So option 3 will be the right answer, fifth question. Now question number 6. A submarine is withstand an absolute pressure. Absolute pressure means total pressure. Total pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure plus what? HROG. So it is very clear HROG is equal to P minus atmospheric pressure. So P is 100 minus atmospheric pressure is 1 atm. 100 minus 1 atm. Atm we have to convert into Pascal, students. So H we have to find what is density of the water, 10 power 3, G is 10. So 10 power 3 I can cancel, students, because in 10 power 1 item. So H is equal to 99 into 10, which is equal to 990 meter. Option 2 will be the right answer. Next, seventh question, very easy question. Option A, energy of E is equal to h nu, energy of a photon, diffraction interference wave nature of light. So A4, B3, lambda is equal to h by p, de Broglie wavelength. Okay, so we got the answer. Second option, C1. Yes. Now next question. Question number 8. Question number 8. Young's modulus equation FL divided by A delta L. I think at that time itself we got the answer. 8th question, option 2 will be our right answer. 9th question. 5 capacitance of capacitance C1, C2, C3 எல்லாமே value 10 microfarad and C5 is equal to 2.5 microfarad are connected as shown along a battery of 50 volt. Question is the equivalent capacitance and charge on each capacitor. So here it is very clear C1, C2, C3 and C4 etc. all of them are in which connection? Parallel connection. So what will be their equivalent, students? Equivalent will be 10 divided by 4, which is equal to 2.5. This 2.5 and C5 is 2.5. They are, sorry, first these 4 are series. So series ஆகும்போது 10 by 4 2.5, then 2.5 and this 2.5 are parallel. So equivalent will be 5 microfarad. And what will be the charge on the capacitor? Q is equal to CV. So 2.5 into 50. What is 2.15 into 50? 125 microfarad. As it is a series connection, that will be same in all the capacitors also. So fourth option will be the right answer. 9th question. Question number 10. The amount of work done to raise a mass m from the surface of earth to a height equal to radius of earth r is given by. Direct question. Work done is equal to mgh divided by 1 plus h by r. Direct equation. So mg into r divided by h is r question irikam. Okay, height equal to r. So mgr by 2. Direct question. Like mgr divided by 1 plus 1, which is equal to mgr by 2. So answer first is the right answer. Question number 11. When a ruler fall vertically, 5 different person catch it with a different reaction time. Which is the correct order of the distance traveled by the ruler for each person. So here it is very clear. Reaction time is more for what? Person B. So person B will be having more time, means more distance will be traveled, because it is traveling. It is ruler falling vertically, and 5 different persons are catching. More reaction time means more distance will be traveled. So B will be greater than, then who will be coming? E. So that will be the answer. D greater than E, then greater than A, and lesser one will be for what? C. So fourth option will be the right answer. Fourth option. Question number 12. The power of a crane which lifts a mass 100 kg to a height of 20 meter in 10 seconds is power is equal to, what is the equation? Work by time or energy by time, mgh by time, T. Because we are lifting to a height of how much? 20 meter. So what is the mass value? 1000, G10, height 20, G10, G9.8, sorry, 9.8 we have to take because it is given in the question. And T is what, students? 10. So 0 get cancelled. So 9.8 into 2, 19.6, 10 power 3 I can write as kilo. So 19.6 kilowatt. First option is our right answer. First option. Question number 13. Consider 2 uncharged capacitors of equal capacitance 200 picofarad. One of them is charged by a 100 volts and disconnected. Now this capacitor is connected to an uncharged capacitor. The amount of electrostatic energy lost, direct equation. The amount of energy lost is equal to, what's the equation we studied? Half C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2 the whole square. It's a direct equation, right? So C1 C2 രണ്ടും ഒരേ value. V1 minus V2. V1 first 100 കൊടുங்க. V2 value you can give what, students? 0. Okay, because initially it is uncharged only. So on solving this, you will be getting the right answer. I think option, or I will do it half into C1 C2. So 200 into 200 just picofarad. So pico means 10 power minus 12, 10 power minus 12, 10 power minus 20. Sorry, minus 15, minus 15, 10 power minus 30. Sorry, minus 2. Sorry, minus 24. Sorry, 10 power minus 24 divided by C1 plus C2. 400 into 10 power minus 12 into V1 minus V2 whole square. So 10 power 100 power square 10 power 4 will be coming. 10 power 4 will be coming. So 400, this 200 I can cancel. So 2 I can cancel. Sorry, 1 2 I can cancel here. So this will become 10 power 2. So 0.5 into this will become 10 power minus 12 into 10 power minus 6 joule. Direct answer. Option 3 is the right answer. Now question number 15. An AC circuit containing a resistance of 1 kilo ohm, a capacitor of 0.1 microfarad, an inductor of 1 millihenry connected in series. The resonant frequency is direct question. Resonant frequency is equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. So 1 by 2 pi root of L value 1 millihenry. Milli means 10 power minus 3, 0.1 microfarad. So it will, I can directly write as 10 power. That's why I can directly write as 10 power minus 7. That I can directly write as 10 power minus 7. So here it will be 10 power 10 will be coming, right? 10 power 10 order root 10 power minus 5 minus 10 root 10 power minus 5, 10 power 5 will be coming on the numerator by 2 pi. So kilo is the, so I'm just taking 100 divided by 2 pi into 10 power 3. 100 by 6 approximately close to 15 point something. So option 1 will be the right answer. Option 1. Okay. Next question, question number 15. It's a direct question. A figure below show a long straight solid wire of circular cross section of radius A carrying steady current I. The current I is uniformly distributed across its cross section. The plot wheel correctly representing the variation of magnetic field with the distance. So we know that from center to surface it is directly proportional to distance, and after that it is inversely proportional to R. B proportional to R and then B inversely proportional to R. Then option 3 will be the right answer. Okay, students.
Hello my dear students. Now we are going to discuss from question number 16 to 30 of the NEET 2026 physics paper. The question number 16 is, an electric heater supply heat to a system at a rate of 100 watt. If the system perform work at the rate of 75 joule per second, then the rate at which internal energy increases will be. So you know that Q is equal to delta U plus W. So you can divide it with time. So Q by T is equal to del U by T plus W by T. And Q by T is already given as 100 is equal to del U by T plus work done per unit time is 75 joules per second. So that is 75. So del U by T is equal to 100 minus 75, that is equal to 25 watt. So your option is second option. Now question number 17 is, the peak value of alternating current is 5 ampere and the frequency is 60 hertz. How long will the current starting from 0 take to reach the peak value? You know the time taken to reach the peak value is T by 4. And what is the time period? Time period is the reciprocal of frequency, that is 1 by 60. So what will be the time? 1 by 4 into 60. That will give you answer as 1 by 240 seconds. So that is also option 2. Now question number 18. In Young's double slit experiment, using monochromatic light of wavelength lambda, the intensity of light at a point on the screen where path difference is lambda is k. The intensity of light at a point where the path difference is lambda by 3. You know the equation for intensity is I is equal to 4 I naught cos square 5 by 2, and the path difference is given as lambda. How to get the phase difference? See, the phase difference is equal to 2 pi by lambda times of path difference. So that is 2 pi by lambda into lambda. So lambda cancels, it is 2 pi. So if you substitute here, it is 4 I naught cos square pi. So that is k is equal to 4 I naught. Now we need the intensity at a point where path difference is lambda by 3. So again we can find the phase difference corresponding to lambda by 3, that is 2 pi by lambda into lambda by 3. Lambda cancels. So this is equal to 2 pi by 3. So the intensity, if you are calculating, it is 4 I naught cos square 2 pi by 6. So this is equal to k by 4. So the answer is option 4. Now the next question. 4 statements are given. A is mass number. Here are 4 statements A, B, C, D. A is the volume of a nucleus is proportional to A power 1 by 3. That is wrong, right? Now B, the volume of a nucleus is proportional to A. Is that correct or not? Volume is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, which is 4 by 3 pi r naught a power 1 by 3 cube. So we can see the volume is proportional to A. So B is true. Now what about C? The difference in mass of an atom and its nucleus is called mass defect. It is wrong. What is correct? The difference in mass of a nucleus and its constituents is called mass defect. It's a theory part only, right? So B and D are correct. So it will be option 2. B and D are true, but A and C are false. Now next question. Question number 20. In interference and diffraction, the light energy is redistributed. Correct. If it reduces in one region, producing a dark fringe, it increases in another region, producing a bright fringe. So there are two, A and B. We have to tell whether A is correct, B is false. Like that option is given. So what is A? As there is no gain or loss in energy, these phenomena are consistent with the principle of conservation of energy. Yes, A is true, because principle of conservation of energy is obeyed. No energy is created nor destroyed. It is only redistributed. Now what about B? Diffraction and interference are characteristic exhibited only by light wave. Wrong. You know, even sound exhibit diffraction, right? So anyway, even by thinking that itself, we can tell B is wrong. So A is true, but B is false. So it's a very simple question. It's option 2. Okay. Now, question number 21. A resistor is connected to a battery of 12 volt EMF and internal resistance 2 ohm. If the current in the circuit is 0.6 ampere, the terminal voltage of the battery. See, the terminal voltage of the battery when battery discharge is given by E minus IR, isn't it? What is E? 12 minus IR, that is 0.6 multiplied with 2. So that is equal to 12 minus 1.2. So what is the answer? 10.8 volt. So it's a very simple question related with the discharging of cell. Okay, option is 4, 10.8 volt. Now coming to question number 22. In a meter bridge experiment, okay, the position of cell E and galvanometer G are interchanged. We shall observe in the galvanometer. You generally have learned the point that in a balanced galvanometer, if you interchange the position of cell and galvanometer, then there is no change in the balancing point or balancing condition. Correct. So now here the options are a bit more in depth. We can go through the option. Only the right sided deflection. No. only the left-sided deflection. That is also not correct, right? There will be no deflection irrespective of position of jockey. That we cannot tell, because if the jockey is at the balancing point, then no deflection will be there, correct? But if it is at some other position, then definitely there will be deflection. So what will be the right option? The most appropriate here is both right-sided and left-sided deflection, and at balance point no deflection. Yes, that is the correct answer. Okay, next question number 23. Swati, a 11th standard student, while conducting an experiment to determine the effective length of a simple pendulum, note down the data of time taken to complete 30 oscillation as 60 seconds. Hence, calculate the length of the simple pendulum. See, 30 oscillations, 60 seconds. So what is the time period? Time period is the time taken to complete one oscillation. So you can see 60 by 30, which is equal to 2 seconds. So which is the seconds pendulum? Seconds pendulum length? Yes, 1 meter. Isn't it? So your option is 2. Very simple. Now, coming to next question, question number 24. Which of the following statement are correct? Okay. Inside a conductor, the electrostatic field is 0. Yes, that is correct, because it is called electrostatic shielding, isn't it? Now, electric field at the surface of a charged conductor does not depend on its surface charge density. That is wrong. Okay. It will depend on the surface charge density. You know that. Now, what about C option? Okay. The interior of a charged conductor can have no excess charge in the static situation. That is true. Okay. Now, D, at the surface of a charged conductor, the electrostatic field must be normal to the surface at every point. Yes, that is true, because you know that under electrostatic condition, the electric field is normal to the surface of the conductor. So, looking at here, we don't have to read E, I think, because without reading E itself, we got as A, C, D. Okay. So, we can tell that what about E? If you are reading E also, the electrostatic potential is 0 everywhere inside a charged conductor. That is wrong. For a charged conductor, electrostatic potential is a constant value which is equal to the surface, right? KQ by R. So, E is wrong. So, your right option is A, C, D. So, first option, right? Yes, first option is the right answer. Very simple question. Okay. Now, coming to the next question, question number 25. Two statements are given below. When the forward bias voltage across PN junction diode increases above a certain threshold voltage, the diode current increases significantly. Yes, that is true, because you have learned the forward characteristic, isn't it? It will be going, there is a particular voltage called knee voltage above which the current will start to increase. Okay, so the A is true. Now what about B? This current is called reverse saturation current. No, reverse saturation current happens only in the reverse bias, not in the forward bias, whereas our statement A is regarding the forward bias. So what we can tell, statement A is true, but statement B is false. Yes, it is option 3 is the right answer. Okay. Now coming to question number 26. In a concave lens, a ray of light emanating from the object parallel to the principal axis of the lens after refraction. Okay, it's a concave lens. It's a concave lens. This is F1, 2F1. This is F2, 2F2. See, there are rays which are coming parallel to principal axis. You know it will diverge, isn't it? So, if you backtrace them, it will be coming to F1. So, which is the right option? Second one, appears to diverge from the first principal focus, isn't it? Yes. Now, next question. An unknown nucleus has a nuclear density of 2.29 into 10 power 17. That is the density given. Okay. and mass is given here 19.926 into 10 power 27. Now R naught is given as 1.2 into 10 power 15 and 4 pi value is given as 12.56. What you are asked to calculate? It's mass number A. You are asked to calculate the mass number. You know nuclear density is given by mass by volume. How to write the volume? 4 by 3 pi R naught A power 1 by 3 whole cube. Isn't it? So from here I can write A is equal to 3m divided by 4 pi R naught cube into density, isn't it? Make the substitution. Here values are given. You can substitute here. Your answer will be option 3. That is 12 will be your answer here. Okay. Now coming to next question. A galvanometer of resistance 100 ohm gives full scale deflection for a current of 1 milliampere. It is converted into an ammeter of range 0 to 10 ampere. The shunt required is, you know the equation for finding the shunt resistance is Ig into G by I minus Ig. It's a direct question. Okay. So here if you substitute, what is the Ig value? 1 milliampere, that is 10 power minus 3 into G value, which is 100, divided by I minus Ig. What is I? That is 10 minus Ig, that is 10 power minus 3. What will be your answer? 0.01 ohm. That is fourth option. Okay. Now these are simple questions, right? Now let's move to question number 29. A thin wire of length L and linear mass density m is bent into a circular ring in xy plane with center C as shown in the figure. The moment of inertia of the ring about an axis y dash will be. See, normally when there is a ring for an axis which is in the plane, you know the moment of inertia is equal to mr square by 2. Now they are asking about an axis y dash. So you can apply the parallel axis theorem, isn't it? So I will be equal to ICM plus MD square. So if you apply this, it is mr square by 2, moment of inertia through center of mass axis, then mr square. So you will get it as 3mr square by 2. Now what about the radius? See, you know that this is the radius r. The total length here is L, which means the circumference 2 pi r is equal to L. So r is equal to L divided by 2 pi. And also this is linear mass density small m. So linear mass density means it is the total mass capital M divided by length, mass per unit length, right? So capital M is equal to small m into L. So these two substitution we have to make here. So this is 3 into small m into L into r square. R square is L square by 4 pi square divided by 2. So what you are getting? It is 3m L cube by 8 pi square. So which is the right option? Coming to the last question, that is question number 30. For a traveling harmonic wave y x of t, 2 cos 2 pi 10 t minus 0.008x plus something, okay, where x and y are in centimeter and t is in seconds. The phase difference between oscillatory motion of 2 points separated by a distance of, so the path difference is given here as 0.5 meter. You are asked to calculate the phase difference. You know the equation is phase difference is equal to 2 pi by lambda times the path difference, isn't it? So that is 2 pi by lambda into del x. Just have the substitution 2 pi by lambda, that is equal to 2 pi into 8 into 10 power minus 3 divided by 10 power minus 2. Why there should be divided by 10 power minus 2? Because it is per centimeter, right? Lambda is in centimeter. Okay. So to convert to meter, now multiplied with del x is 5 into 10 power minus 1. If you calculate, you will get it as 0.85 radian. So the right answer is option 3. So looking at the questions from question number 16 to 30, almost all the questions are simple and easy to handle, right? Okay. So balance questions, another faculty will discuss with you. Thank you, students.
Hi students, now we are going to discuss the question number 31 to 45 from the NEET 2026 paper. So let us read the first question and how can you answer that question. A box of 15 kg is kept on the floor of a stationary trolley. The coefficient of static friction between the box and the trolley is 0.12. Keeping the box in stationary state over the trolley, the maximum acceleration with which the trolley can be moved horizontally in meter per second square. So see here we have learned that whenever a trolley is placed on a frictional surface, what is the coefficient of friction they have given? Let us say mu s, which is equals to 0.12, and what is the mass they have given? It is 15 kg, and they are asking us to calculate what is a maximum. We know that maximum acceleration on a frictional surface is given by mu into g, which is equals to mu is equals to 0.12 into what is the g? We can take it as 10. So if you solve it, you will get 1.2 meter per second square. Hence we can select option 2 as a key answer and is a right answer. Now let us see the next question, that is the question number 32. What they have given to us? In the circuit shown below, the voltage appearing across the diode will be in the form of. So please observe the circuit diagram. The diode is connected to an alternating voltage supply, and whenever we observe that, we can say it is a half wave rectifier. So whenever we observe this, whenever we consider the positive half cycle or negative half cycle of an AC, and it is passed through the diode, we will get an output. Which is equals to negative half cycle become positive. And since it is a reverse bias, we can go with see here, the output voltage vary across the diode as shown in the figure. Hence we can select option 4 as the right answer. Clear? I hope you are understanding. So move on to the next question. Question number 33. A flask contains argon and chlorine in the ratio of 2:1 by mass. So what they have given? Mass of the argon to mass of the chlorine is in the ratio of 2:1. The temperature of the mixture is 27 degree Celsius. So whenever we take 27 degree, let's convert it into Kelvin, you will get it as 300 Kelvin. So mixture is at a constant temperature is 300 Kelvin. The ratio of root mean square speed of the molecules of the two gases. What they have given? RMS speed of the argon to RMS speed of the chlorine we have to calculate. And in the brackets they have mentioned clearly the mass of the argon is 40 unit and molecular mass of the chlorine is 70 unit. So therefore we have to understand that clearly VRMS is equals to square root of 3 RT by capital M. So we can say at constant temperature VRMS is inversely proportional to square root of molecular mass, atomic mass. Therefore we can say that V argon to V chlorine is equals to square root of mass of the chlorine divided by molecular mass of the argon. So whenever we do simplification, root of 70 divided by 40, if we do simplification, we will get root 7 divided by 2. Hence we can select option 3 as the right answer. I hope you're understanding each and every point and you're following the things. Now let us see the next question, that is question number 34. I hope it is related to the chapter electromagnetic waves. So see here, we have studied from the properties and the uses of the electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves, we can say microwave. It is related. It is related to the. It is detected klystron wall or a magnetron wall. So option. Sorry, see here, microwave A should go to 4. There are two options, 1 and 4. But whenever we go with the visible light, we can say it should be electrons in the atoms emit light when they move from higher energy level to lower energy level. So we can go with B should go to 1. So whenever we compare the options, then we can say option 4 as a right answer. Option 4 is the right answer. Similarly, let us see the next question, what they have given to you. Please read this question. Question number 35. The magnitude and direction of the acceleration produced in a body of mass, 5 kg, when two mutually perpendicular forces, 8 Newton and 6 Newton, act on it respectively. Let us say there is a body, and there are two forces acting on it. Let us say one is 8 Newton and the other one is 6 Newton, or respectively. See here, we have to find out what is the acceleration and what is the angle with which it is acting. So we know that. Let us calculate what is the resultant force. Resultant force will become equals to square root of f1 square plus f2 square. So whenever we do simplification, we'll get it is 6 square plus 8 square. It is nothing but how much you're getting here, 10 Newton you are getting. Therefore, acceleration becomes equals to resultant force divided by mass. What is the resultant force value here? It is 10. What is the mass? They have given 5 kg. So overall, if we simplify, we will get it as 2 meter per second square. Now find out what is the angle. What is the angle made by the resultant acceleration? Let us say what is the angle? Let us say alpha is the angle made by resultant acceleration. Okay, so therefore we can say, observe this, tan alpha is equals to, we can say 6 by 8, which is nothing but 3 by 4, or alpha becomes equals to tan inverse of 3 by 4. We can go with the 3 by 4 with 8 Newton. Hence we can select acceleration is 2 meter per second square and angle is tan inverse of 3 by 4. That is option 1 as a right answer. I hope you are understanding each and every point. So let us see the next question. How can we solve this? Observe the circuit diagram given in the question here. The current I in the circuit shown below is, we have to calculate what is the current in the circuit. Okay, so observe the circuit diagram carefully. So there are four diodes which are connected to one 5 ohm resistance, and this is a 2 ohm resistance, this is a 3 ohm, and this is a 4 ohm resistance. So let us give the name for these diodes. There is D1, D2, and this is D3, and this is D4. Observe the diagram. We can say D3 and D1 are in reverse bias. Hence, these two diodes will not conduct the current through those branches. So therefore, whenever we calculate the R equivalent using the relation R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2, we can say 4 ohm and this 2 ohm are in parallel combination. Therefore, you can say 4 into 2 divided by 4 plus 2, which is nothing but 8 by 6, which is equals to 4 by 3. Therefore, what is the EMF of the cell? They have given 10 volt. Clear? Therefore, what is the current? Current is equals to E by R equivalent. So E is equals to 10 and R equivalent is equals to 4 by 3. So whenever we do simplification, we get 30 by 4, which is nothing but 15 by 2 ampere. 15 by 2 ampere. Hence, we can select option 2 as a right answer. Got it, students? Move on to the next one. What they have given to him. For a metal, a work function is given, that is 6.6 electron volt. Which of the following wavelengths of incident radiation does not give, please underline this here, does not give rise to photoelectric effect? And we know that, we have studied that clearly, if the energy of the incident radiation is less than the work function, then there will not be there will not be photoelectric effect. So first of all, calculate what is the energy radiated by the wavelengths given in the option, or by using option verification technique. Let us say first option, lambda is equals to 200 nanometer. Therefore, use the relation E is equals to 1240 divided by lambda should be in nanometer. Directly we'll get it in electron volts. So whenever we do, or whenever we check with the first option, that is 200, we will get almost all we will getting 6.2 electron volt. So whenever observe this value of the energy of the incident radiation, we are getting 6.2 electron volt. Therefore, it is less than the work function. Hence we can say this wavelength of 200 nanometer will not give, or will not produce photoelectric effect. Hence we can select option 1 as a right answer. Students, I hope it is clear. So move on to the next question. What they are saying to us. Question number 38. The speed of light in vacuum is taken as unity. Is 1 unit they have given. If light takes 6 minutes 40 seconds, time t is equals to 6 minutes 40 seconds, which is nothing but 6 into 60 plus 40. You will get it as 400 seconds. What is the distance between the sun and the earth in new unit is? We have to understand that the distance is equals to velocity into time. So you can say 1 into 400, you will get it as 400 new unit. Hence we can select option 4 as the right answer. Understood? So now move on to the next question. What can we say? A rectangular wire loop of side 8 centimeter and 3 centimeter with a small cut is moving out of a region as shown. Let us say like this. Observe this. What is a magnetic field they have given here? It is 0.3 Tesla. And how it is moving? It is moving with the speed is equals to 2 centimeter per second. So we have to convert that into meter per second. Okay. So therefore, they are asking us what is the direction normal to the shorter side of the loop. Therefore, length will become equals to shorter side in the sense 3 centimeter. That is 3 into 10 power minus 2. Therefore, we can say EMF induced E is equals to B into L into V. Substitute all the values here. 0.3 into L is 3 into 10 power minus 2 into what is the speed, 2 into 10 power minus 2. So whenever we do multiplication, we will get the answer as 1.8 into 10 to the power of minus 4 volt. Clear? I hope you are understanding. So with this I can go with option 1 as the right answer. So similarly, let us say the next question, that is question number 40. Read the question. The following plots show variation of velocity v with the time t of a ball thrown vertically upward and falling back. Which of the following plot are correct? So understand the situation given in the question here. Whenever a ball is thrown vertically upward with some velocity v, We have studied that as we move, as the ball moves vertically upwards, its speed goes on decreasing, and after reaching the maximum height, its speed becomes zero. And while coming back, its speed increases, but in negative direction. So according to sign convention, and if we follow the sign convention, observe this is the time and this is the speed of a ball. Speed of the ball is taken along the y-axis and time along the x-axis. At time t equal to 0, the ball will have the maximum velocity, or that is velocity of projection. As the time passes, its velocity gradually decreases, and after reaching maximum height, it becomes 0. And while returning, its velocity increases in opposite direction. Hence, we can observe the options. We will get option C as a right answer. That is option 3. Option 3 is the right answer. I hope you're understanding this. So move on to the next question. What they have given to you. And this is based on vernier calipers. In a vernier calipers, 20 VSD coincides with the 16 MSD. So therefore, what is the value of one vernier scale division? Is 16 divided by 20 main scale divisions. So you will get it as almost all 4 by 5 main scale divisions. And they are asking to calculate what is the least count of the vernier calipers. And please observe the question carefully. They have given each division of length is 1 millimeter. That is, value of one main scale division is equals to 1 millimeter. So therefore, we have studied least count is equals to 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. So substituting the value of this, observe this, 1 MSD minus 4 by 5 MSD. So take MSD as a common factor. You'll get 1 minus 4 by 5. So you'll get 1 mm into this 5 minus 4, 1 by 5. 1 by 5, which is nothing but 0.2 millimeter. But whenever observe the options are all in centimeters. Therefore, we can say least count becomes equals to 0.02 centimeter. So hence we can select option 3 as the right answer. I hope it is clear. So move on to the next one. Move on to the next question. What they have given to you. Each side of a metallic cube of mass 5.580 kg is measured to be 9 centimeter. 9.0 centimeter. Keeping the significant figures in view, the density of the material of the cube can be best expressed as, what is the density they have given? X into 10 to the power of 3 kg per meter cube. So let us calculate. And we have to keep the rules of the significant figures in our mind. Therefore, using the relation density is equals to mass by volume. Mass divided by volume is a cube, because it is a cube, no? Therefore, substituting all the values and simplifying, you will get rho is equals to 7.7 into 10 to the power of 3 kg per meter cube. Therefore, comparing the given density and the obtained density value, we will get x is equals to 7.7. Hence, we can go with option 2 as the right answer. Clear, students? So move on to the next one. Observe this. What they have given to us. A ray of monochromatic light is passing through an equilateral prism. Equilateral prism in the sense angle of prism is 60 degree as shown in figure. The refracted ray is parallel to its base. What is the meaning of this sentence? It says that the refracted ray is, we can say, parallel to the base, indicate the prism is in minimum deviation position, and angle of incidence is equals to 50 degree. Then they're asking what is the delta, that is a deviation. We know that delta is equals to 2i minus a. Delta is equals to into I is 50 minus capital A is 60 you'll get it as 100 minus 60 is equals to 40 degree. Hence, we can select option 4 as the right answer. Clear? So move on to the next one. Observe this. How can we simplify this value? In the first excited state of hydrogen atom, the energy of its electron, first excited state, what is the energy of the electron they have given here? Minus 3.4 electron volt. So whenever we observe the value of this energy, we can say directly the number of the orbit relates to n equal to 2, and the radial distance of the electron from the hydrogen nucleus in this case is approximately. So radial distance is nothing but radius. Okay, therefore using the relation Rn is equals to R naught into n square, substituting all the value, that is 0.53 into 10 to the power of minus 10 into 4, you will get the answer as 2.1 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Hence, we can select option 2 as a right answer. Clear, students? I hope you are understanding these points. Move on to the next question. What they have given to you? A uniform metallic wire having resistance 4 ohm is bent to form a square loop ABCD as shown in the figure. A resistance of 2 ohm is connected between the points B and D, and a battery of 2 volt is connected across the points A and C as shown in figure. Now, the value of current capital I in the circuit is. So one thing, it should be very clear, whenever the wire is bent into form of a square, then each side of the wire will have a resistance equals to 1 ohm. Clear? And there is a, what is it here? The one more resistance is connected between the points B and point D. And there is a point A and there is a point C. See, it is connected to a battery as shown in figure. Let us say this is in the form of Wheatstone bridge, PQRS. And since it satisfies P by Q is equals to R by S, we can say this 2 ohm can be removed. So therefore, finding the effective resistance or equivalent resistance, you are getting to be equals to, we can say, see here, 2 plus this is 2 ohm, this is equals to 2 ohm, and this is also equals to 2 ohm. Therefore, these two are in parallel. Therefore, 2 by 2, which is nothing but 1 ohm. So, therefore, calculate what is the current. Current is equals to E divided by R equivalent. E, what is the E value they have given? It is a 2 volt by 1, which is nothing but 2 ampere. Hence, we can select option 4 as the right answer. Clear? I hope you understood all the questions clearly. So, all the best.
Hello my dear students. Today I am going to discuss about the chemistry NEET 2026 question number 46 to 60 questions. The paper was easy to moderate. Most of the questions coming from the previous NEET and NCERT textbook. So already you have practiced these model questions which are coming from our part test, full test papers. So those people who revised well, they definitely perform well. So let's see the question number 46. They are giving the complexes and their hybridization and their geometry. Complexes and their geometry they are given. Here platinum surrounded by 2 chlorine atoms, 2 ammonia. So the coordination number is 4. The coordination number 4. Because of this strong field ligand like ammonia, it is a dsp2 hybridization. dsp2 hybridization is nothing but square planar. So A is 3. Next one, cobalt surrounded by the ammonia. Ammonia strong field ligand and it has the coordination number 6. That's why it is sp3d2 hybridization octahedral. And nickel surrounded by 4 chlorine atoms, coordination number 4. And it is a weak field ligand, sp3 hybridization tetrahedral. So C is 4 and B is 1 and D is 2. That means trigonal bipyramidal. Coordination number 5, trigonal bipyramidal. Okay, so the option is 3 for this question. A 3, B 1, C 4, D 2. Coordination number 4, first one square planar, and second one octahedral, C option tetrahedral, and D option trigonal bipyramidal. Okay students. Now question number 47. So this is moderate question. So this question they are asking about the platinum hydrogen gas is there. That hydrogen gas undergoes oxidation. This is your hydrogen gas. This hydrogen gas undergoes oxidation. It forms 2H plus ion, aqueous solution, and loss of 2 electron. Now if you write the Kc value for this equation, products concentration by reactants, they mention the gas, hydrogen gas, pressure of hydrogen gas. So this is the equation. Kc is equal to H plus ion whole square by pressure of hydrogen gas. They mention that pressure of hydrogen gas is 2 atmosphere and the concentration of H plus ion is equal to 0.02, that is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So, and standard electrode potential they given E naught. So the formula is E is equal to E naught. E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 by n log H plus ion whole square divided by pressure of hydrogen gas. E naught cell of the reaction is 0 minus 0.059 by 2 log H plus ion concentration 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole square 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 whole divided by pressure of hydrogen is 2. So after cancellation this you will get 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 log 2 into 10 to the power of minus 4, that is equal to minus 4 plus log 2, that is equal to minus 4 plus 0.3, that is equal to minus 3.7. So now you can substitute this value 0.059 by 2, the total value is minus 3.7. So minus become plus 0.109 volts will come after cancellation this. Understood this students? So the option is second option correct. Second option is correct, plus 0.109. This is question number 47. Only this question koncham difficult question and lengthy calculation. Now let's see the question number 48. 48, it is related to basic buffer solution. Basic buffer solution formula, remember, POH is equal to pKb plus log salt by base concentration. Now the question, a certain buffer solution containing equal concentration of its conjugate base and its base both are same. Now the salt concentration and its base concentration both are same, then POH is equal to pKb. Now Kb is given 10 to the power of minus 10, then pKb is equal to minus log base 10 to the power of minus 10, that is equal to 10. Therefore POH is equal to 10. Then pH is equal to 14 minus POH, 14 minus 10, that is equal to 4. So POH is equal to 4. Answer for this question, option 2, the pH of the solution is 4. Now let's see question number 49. They are asking, identify the reaction where Kp not equal to Kc. Here 1 mole and 1 mole, here 2 mole. So simple, remember, delta N, change in number of moles, is the number of moles of the gases products minus number of moles of the gases reactants. If number of moles of the gases products and the number of moles of the gases reactants both are equal, delta N is equal to 0. We know the formula Kp is equal to Kc into RT power delta N. If delta N is equal to 0, Kp is equal to Kc. So this is the formula. If delta N not equal to 0, automatically Kp not equal to Kc. So here delta N is equal to 0 in first option, Kp is equal to Kc. Here 2 moles, right side also 2 moles, so delta N is equal to Kp is equal to Kc. Left hand side 2 moles, right hand side also 2 moles, delta N is equal to 0, Kp is equal to Kc. But in third option, left hand side 4 moles, right hand side 2 moles. So delta N is equal to 2 minus 4, that is equal to minus 2. Delta N not equal to 0, so Kp not equal to Kc. So this is the option number 3, question number 49. Option number 3 is the correct one. Okay students, next one. Question number 50. This is from our NCERT, direct question given. NCERT information. According to NCERT graph, this is related to zero order reaction. This is zero order reaction. Reactant to the product, the plot concentration versus time has negative slope. So the order of the reaction is given. So option is zero order. Zero order, option 4 is correct. Next question number 51. This question, model question repeated from our full test paper and our weekend test paper. They given the internal energy delta U and delta S given. Identify the correct option for delta G naught. Delta G naught is equal to delta H naught minus T into delta S naught. So here delta G naught is equal to delta H naught we have to calculate minus temperature given 298 Kelvin, 298 into delta S naught given minus 44 joules per Kelvin. So you have to calculate delta H value. Delta H is equal to delta U naught plus delta N RT. As we discussed before, delta N is equal to number of moles of the gaseous products minus number of moles of the gaseous reactant. So gaseous products what? 2 moles. Here the number of moles of the gaseous products 2 moles and reactants 2 plus 1 3 moles. So that is equal to 2 minus 3, that is equal to minus 1. So delta N is equal to minus 1. So delta U is given 10 kilojoules. Kilojoules you can convert into joules, 10 to the power of 3 plus delta N is equal to minus 1. R value they mentioned 8.314, 8.31. Temperature they mentioned 298. Okay. After solving this, you will get the negative value here. The value is around. So the resultant value is around 24. The resultant value around here 10,000 is there. 10 to the power of 4 minus 247638. So the resultant value is around this. And then after that delta G is equal to delta H value, you can add total value minus 10,000, 1 2 3 4 digits minus 2476.38, that is equal to 12476,000, 12476.38 and minus T delta S value 298 minus 44. So the resultant value will be positive side will come. If you calculate this value, the value is around plus 0.63568. Okay. If you do the calculation up to here, you will get plus 635.62. This is in joules. If you convert into kilojoules, plus 0.6356 will come. So the resultant answer is positive. If the answer is positive, means that is non-spontaneous reaction. So after calculation, you will get the value around plus 0.63568. Non-spontaneous reaction, option 1 is the correct option for this question. So this is a lengthy calculation. So in these two questions like electrochemistry and thermodynamics, koncham lengthy calculation. So focus more. Next question. This is Arrhenius equation. We are expecting the question from this Arrhenius equation. Arrhenius equation, K is equal to A into e power minus EA by RT. If you apply the natural logarithm, ln K is equal to ln A minus EA by R into 1 by T. Now you can compare this with the given equation. Ln K is equal to 14.34 minus 1.25 into 10 to the power of 4 by T. Now you have to compare these two. Why? Because they are asking the question the energy of activation in kilocalorie per mole. They mention the R value also, the energy of activation kilocalorie per mole. So now EA by R, you can compare this equation. EA by R is equal to 1.25 into 10 to the power of 4. So EA is equal to 1.25 into 10 to the power of 4 into 1.987. Understood, students? Now you can multiply with this 1.25 into 1.987. If you multiply these two, you will get 2.484 into 10 to the power of 4. Okay. Now they are asking the question in kilocalories. So if you place the decimal correctly, if they ask the question in kilocalories, this is given in the calories. If you multiply these two, after getting the value, you will get around 24.84. Let's see the calculation here. After multiplying that, you will get 2.48 into 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of 1 calories. So it is looking like kilocalories, 2.48 kilocalorie into 10 to the power of 1, that is equal to 24.84 something. So this is the answer, students. For question number 52, option 4 is the correct option. Let's see the question number 53. Question number 53, they are asking the question nitriles. This is your nitrile. Nitriles converted into primary amine. This is your question, RCH2 NH2. Break this pi bond, hydrogen hydrogen add, break this pi bond, hydrogen hydrogen add. Which is the best reagent they are asking? So the best reagent, lithium aluminum hydride convert nitriles into primary amine. Nitriles into primary amine, lithium aluminum hydride. So option 1 is possible. SnHCl will not reduce, it forms imines. And then hydrogen nickel, it will reduce nitriles into primary amines RCH2 NH2 in the presence of hydrogen nickel platinum palladium. And then sodium amalgam was formed. Sodium amalgam, ethyl alcohol also they produce hydrogen, it break the bond, hydrogen added, RCH2 NH2 will come. Bromine aqueous NaOH not possible. So the final answer is ACD. The final answer is ACD. For question number 53, option 3 is the correct. Question number 54, the correct statement regarding DNA. DNA is a double helix structure. It contains thymine is the one of the nitrogenous base. So option 1 is correct for 54. Next, question number 55, in Laysan test, the elements present in organic compound is converted into ionic compound from the covalent compound. Direct question. Let us take one example. Let us take alkyl halide is there. Alkyl halide is the covalent compound. If you use sodium, it is converted to sodium chloride. It is ionic compound. For example, if you take the cyanide react with sodium, it forms the ionic compound. Sodium react with the thiocyanide. Sodium thiocyanide is ionic compound like this. So option 2 is correct for 55 question. This is also previous NEET question and from the NCERT direct question given. Question number 56. They given the chloroform. This is our chloroform. This chloroform and acetone formula, remember. Acetone formula C double bond O, CH3. This is your chloroform and acetone. So between them we have the hydrogen bonding. Because of that hydrogen bonding, that negative deviation is possible. So the answer is formation of hydrogen bonding between the acetone and chloroform. This is the correct option. 56.2. Next one, 57. The test tube containing salt, few drops of sulfuric acid gave colorless vapors. Colorless vapors was given by acetate ion. Acetate ion gives colorless vapors. So acetate ion and smell of vinegar, vinegar smell, acetate ion. So direct question. So these type of questions will score. Next one, 58. 58 question, they given ClF3 chlorine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The chlorine atom has central atom 7 electrons in the outermost shell, 3 fluorine atoms in bond formation, hybridization involved, and 2 has the lone pairs. So you will get the compound like this, ClF3 T shape, and lone pair of electrons are in equatorial position. So your answer is T shape with 3 lone pair of electrons, 2 lone pair of electrons, T shape with 2 lone pair of electrons. So for question number 58, option 2 is the correct one. T shape and 2 lone pair of electrons at the equatorial position. Okay. Next one, question number 59. Question number 59. They are asking about the isomerism. We are expecting the questions from the isomerism. This is optical isomerism and it is MA to B2 type. The question is related to here simple logic students, simple logic paranga. Here the ligand is NO2 ligand, ONO or NO2. With this option you can choose the option. Very simple trick. Here ligand present, this is ambident ligand. When ambident ligand present, you will get linkage isomerism. That's all. So C with the fourth. C with the fourth option where you have. That's all. Question number 59 with one option you can balance the everything. So A3 geometrical isomerism possible. You know 4 square planar complex cis and trans possible. And then B1 optical isomerism possible from the NCERT. Direct question given. And it shows the solvent isomerism because water is a solvent. So 59 question option 3 is correct. Next question number 60. They given the number of chlorine atom present in the organic compound. Anhydrous aluminum chloride dark cold. So you will get the compound like this. This is electrophilic substitution reaction. Each hydrogen is replaced by chlorine atom. So finally you will get 6 chlorine atoms here. And here 3 chlorine atom. It is electrophilic. It is a free radical addition reaction. And each carbon surrounded by the chlorine atom. So the formula is C6Cl6. C6Cl6. C6H6Cl6. So in both cases you have the chlorine atoms. Option 2 is the correct. So this is up to question number 60 students. So the question, only 2 questions are lengthy calculation. Remaining questions are repeated. Thank you very much students.
Dear students, hope you all have done your NEET 2026 exam very well. The question paper was a moderate question paper only. We'll discuss questions from text booklet code 13. So question number 61. Identify the incorrect statement from the following. Phosphorus, arsenic, antimony show catenation property. So this is given in your NCERT. That is a correct statement. And phosphorus, arsenic, both of them are having d orbital, empty d orbital, which can form bond with the transition metals. So they can form bond with transition metals. Nitrogen can form d pi p pi bond in kudukranga. Both nitrogen and oxygen, they don't have even empty d orbital. They don't have even empty d orbital. So d pi bond is not possible. So this is incorrect statement. So the answer for this question is option 3. Question number 62. At a certain temperature during the process, 500 joule of energy is absorbed. So Q is equal to plus 500. Work done is by the system. So it is minus work. And the change in internal energy delta U is equal to Q plus W. So 500 minus 200. The answer is 300. Option 3. Question number 63. C8H8O is the compound that gives a red-orange precipitate with 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine. So this is an aldehyde or this is a ketone. Very good. Next enna kudukranga paru, no reaction with the Felling's solution. So it is a ketone. It is a ketone, not an aldehyde. And another hint enna kudukranga, on treatment with chromic acid, it gives a aromatic product Q. That aromatic product Q with sodium bicarbonate produces brisk efflorescence. So that means this is a carboxylic, aromatic carboxylic acid. So your answer is a ketone. First one is a ketone and second one is an aromatic carboxylic acid. So the same number of carbon is number of carbon decreases in a Popoff's rule padi. So the answer for this question is option 2, because according to Popoff's rule, whenever a ketone is oxidized, there will be a decrease in carbon chain length. So it is option 2. Question number 64. IUP is name for this compound. So ingerund numbering koduthala third carbon la varudhu. Third carbon la methyl varudhu. Ingerund numbering kodutha third carbon la ethyl varudhu. So alphabetical order la this is the correct way of numbering. So it is a heptane. It is a heptane which contains 3 ethyl and 5 methyl. So it is 3 ethyl and 5 methyl. So the answer is option 1. Question number 65. In the following reaction sequence, they are asking what is X and Z. So let me write. Ethanol with PCl5 gives ethyl chloride plus POCl3 plus HCl. So the X is POCl3. Okay. Then this ethyl chloride is treated with alcoholic KOH. This is a dehydrohalogenating agent. You'll get ethene. This is Y. And when this is treated with actually that is propyl alcohol, right? Sorry pa, propyl alcohol. So propyl alcohol, propyl chloride, you'll get propene. And when this propene is treated with HBr in presence of peroxide, anti-Markovnikov addition will happen and you'll get CH3, CH2, CH2, Br. So the perfect answer for this question is X and Z are POCl3 and anti-Markovnikov product. So the answer is option 2. Question number 66. என்ன கொடுக்குறாங்கன்னு பாரு, 1 liter CO2 gas. So 1 liter CO2 gas is passed over coke. Coke means carbon. And it is converted into 2 moles of carbon monoxide. So initial it is 1 liter. Reacted, I don't know how much reacted, let it be X. Remaining it is 1 minus X liter and it is 2X liter. But at the reaction end, what is given now? 1.4 liter. That means 1 minus X plus 2X. When you add these two, you'll get 1.4 liter. So it is 1 plus X equal to 1.4 liter. X equal to 0.4 liter. So this is 1 minus 0.4. The answer is 0.6 liter. And this is 2 into 0.4. The answer is 0.8 liter. So you have to check for 0.8 liter of CO. 0.8 liter of CO and 0.6 liter of CO2. 0.6 liter of CO2. So the correct answer for this question is option 4. Question number 67. They are asking formal charges. Formal charge is what formula? Valence electron minus half into bond pair electrons minus lone pair electron. So when you apply the formula, you'll get 0 for this one, plus 1 for this one, and minus 1 for this one. So the answer for this question is option 4. Question number 68. So unit of rate constant general equation என்ன? Moles per liter power 1 minus n second power minus 1. இதை அப்ளை பண்ணினாலே போதும், very easily you can predict the answer is option 2. Question number 69. Increasing metallic character. Sodium atomic number 11, magnesium atomic number 12, beryllium atomic number 4. அதுக்கப்புறம் வேறு என்ன கொடுத்துருக்காங்க? சிலிக்கான் 14, பாஸ்பரஸ் 15. ஸோ ஆல் தீஸ் 5 elements are given. ஸோ இப்படி போகும்போது மெட்டாலிக் கேரக்டர் டிக்ரீசஸ். ஸோ ஃப்ரம் லெஃப்ட் டு ரைட் மெட்டாலிக் கேரக்டர் டிக்ரீசஸ், ஃப்ரம் டாப் டு பாட்டம் மெட்டாலிக் கேரக்டர் இன்க்ரீசஸ். ஸோ இருக்கிறதுலே மோஸ்ட் மெட்டாலிக் எது அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா சோடியம். அடுத்ததாக பார்த்தா இந்த 2 பேரில் மெக்னீஷியம். சோடியம் தான் மோஸ்ட், அடுத்தது மெக்னீஷியம், அடுத்தது பெரிலியம், அப்புறம் சிலிக்கான், ஃபைனலி பாஸ்பரஸ். ஸோ இதுக்கு மேட்ச் ஆகிறது எங்கே இருக்குது அப்படின்னாக்கா எக்ஸாக்ட் மேட்சிங் இஸ் ப்ரெசன்ட் இன் ஆன்சர் 3 பா. இட் இஸ் நாட் ஆப்ஷன் 2, இட் இஸ் ஆப்ஷன் 3. கொஷின் நம்பர் 70. என்ன கொடுத்துருக்காங்க? யூரியா. ஸோ ஓகே, 5.4 கிராம் யூரியாவில் எத்தனை ஹைட்ரஜன் ஆட்டம் இருக்குது? ஓகே, யூரியாவோட மாலிகுலர் வெயிட் 60. ஸோ 60 கிராம் ஆஃப் யூரியா கண்டெய்ன்ஸ், வாட் இஸ் த ஃபார்முலா ஆஃப் யூரியா? NH2CO NH2. 4 times of Na atoms of hydrogen. 4 times of Na atoms of hydrogen. அப்போ 5.4 கிராம் யூரியாவில் எத்தனை ஆட்டம்ஸ் இருக்கும்? வெரி சிம்பிள் பாருங்கள். ஸோ X is equal to 4 into Avogadro number into 5.4 divided by 60. So the answer for this question is option 2. Option 2. You solve this, you will get option 2. Question number 71. ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கான கொஷின். யூஸ்வலி கெமிக்கல் ஈக்குலிபிரியம்லேருந்து ரொம்ப டிஃபிகல்ட்டாக கொஷின் கேட்பாங்க, பட் திஸ் இயர் இட் இஸ் வெரி வெரி ஈஸி. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த ஸ்டார்டிங் மெட்டீரியல். It splits as BiO plus and OH minus. The solubility product formula is concentration of BiO plus, concentration of OH minus. If I take this as S into S, then it will be S square. So this is given as 4 into 10 power minus 10. அப்போ value of S என்ன? 2 into 10 power minus 10. அப்போ concentration of OH minus எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு போச்சு. By this I can calculate POH. POH எவ்வளோ? minus log of OH minus. Minus log of 2 into 10 power minus 10. 2 into 10 power minus, இது ஸ்கொயர் ரூட் எடுக்கும்போது 10 power minus 10 வந்து 10 power minus 5 தானே ஆகும், சாரி. ஸோ minus log of 2 into 10 power minus 5. அப்போ 5 minus log 2, I will get 4.69. Then pH 14 minus POH. 14 minus 4.69. So the answer is 9.301. So the answer will be option 4. Option 4. Question number 72. என்ன கொடுத்துருக்காங்க பாரு. Match the following. Very interesting and easy question pa. This is nothing but the synthesis and preparation of phenol where you require oxygen for peroxide formation. So A க்கு 2. Okay. B. Matching acid to alcohol reducing agent வேணும். இங்கே reduction இல்லை, இங்கே reduction இல்லை, இங்கே தான் இருக்கு. So ester மாற்றி first step it is converted into ester and in second step it is converted into alcohol. C. Primary alcohol இருந்தது secondary alcohol மாறுது. ஓகே, primary carbonல இருந்த OH group secondary carbonக்கு போகுது. ஓகே, ஆன்டி மார்கோனிகா டு மார்கோனிகா. ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஸ்டெப் கான் சல்ஃபரிக் ஆசிட் போட்டிங்கன்னா அல்கீன் கிடைக்கும், ப்ரோப்பீன். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஹைட்ரேஷன் பண்ணும்போது மார்கோனிகா ப்ராடக்ட் கிடைக்கும். ஸோ சிக்கு ஆப்ஷன் 4. ஸோ இது 3 ரிலேட் பண்ணினாலே போதும், டிக்கு ஆப்ஷன் 1ன்னு தெரிஞ்சிடும். ஸோ 72nd கொஷனுக்கு ஆன்சர் ஆப்ஷன் 3. 73rd கொஷின், இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங் கொஷின். பல்ப் இஸ் ரேட்டட் at 150 வாட். ஸோ பவர் ஆஃப் த பல்ப் வந்து 150 வாட் ஆர் அதர்வைஸ் இட் கேன் பி ரிட்டன் as 150 ஜூல்ஸ் per second. It is converting 8% தான். அப்போ ஆக்சுவல் பவர் எவ்வளோ தெரியுமா? It is not 150. It is 150 into 8%. That is nothing but 12 joules per second. That is nothing but 12 joules per second. Energy of 1 photon. Energy of 1 photon is given 4.42 into 10 power minus 19 joules. அப்போ how many photons n கேட்குறாங்க. n எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்ப? Total energy or power by energy of 1 photon. ரொம்ப சிம்பிள். So it is 12 divided by 4.42 into 10 power minus 19. So the answer for the question is option 4. You can solve simply and you'll get the answer option 4. Question number 74. The pair of molecules that are metamers. பார்த்தோன்னே தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆப்ஷனில். இந்த பக்கம் மெத்தில் குரூப்பும் இந்த பக்கம் ப்ரொப்பைல் குரூப்பும் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இந்த பக்கம் எத்தில், இந்த பக்கம் எத்தில். The two groups present here are not present here. So these are metamers. ஆல்கஹாலில் மெட்டாமரிசம் வராது, அல்கேனில் வராது. இது கீட்டோன், இது ஆல்டிஹைட், ஃபங்க்ஷனல் ஐசோமர். ஸோ 74th கொஷின் ஆன்சர் இஸ் ஆப்ஷன் 1. 75th கொஷின், ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கான கொஷின். மொலாலிட்டின்னு என்ன ஃபார்முலா? நம்பர் ஆஃப் மோல்ஸ் பை வெயிட் ஆஃப் சால்வெண்ட் இன் கிலோகிராம். சிம்பிளிஃபை பண்ணினா W2 by M2 by W1 கிராம்ஸில் சொன்னால் இன்ட்டு 1000. W2 எவ்வளோ தராங்க பாரு? 2.5 கிராம் ஆஃப் எத்தனாயிக் ஆசிட் இன்ட்டு 1000 divided by W1 எவ்வளோ? வெயிட் ஆஃப் சால்வெண்ட் எவ்வளோ? 75 கிராம் பென்சீன், மாலிகுலர் மாஸ் 60. இதை சால்வ் பண்ணினா ஆன்சர் 0.556 வருது. ஸோ அப்போ இது கரெக்டான ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். செகண்ட் பார், மொலாரிட்டி இட் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு W2 into 1000 divided by M2 into volume of solution. W2 எவ்வளோ கொடுக்குறாங்க பாரு? 5 கிராம் into 1000 divided by molecular weight of sodium hydroxide என்ன வச்சு கொடுத்துட்டாங்க 14 into volume of solution 450 ml. சால்வ் பண்ணினா 0.278 வருது. ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் ஆல்சோ கரெக்ட். தென் aquatic species is more comfortable in cold water. This is also correct because temperature increase ஆச்சுன்னா solubility of gas கம்மி ஆகும். ஸோ ஹாட் வாட்டரில் அக்வாட்டிக் ஸ்பீஷீஸால் சர்வை பண்ண முடியாது. கரெக்ட். ஏபிசி கரெக்ட். இந்த ஆப்ஷன் தான் மேட்ச் ஆகுது. டி தப்பு, இ தப்புன்னு பார்த்துக்கோ. solubility of gas increases when the pressure decreases. No, pressure is directly proportional to solubility of gas. So this is incorrect statement. Then xb, mole fraction of b na nb by na plus nb ன்னு வரணும். It is given na. So this is also incorrect. So the correct statements are A, B and C. Hope you all have done this very good. Thank you.
Question number 76. Which one of the following is ambidentate ligand? You can see oxalate. It is a bidentate ligand. C double bond O minus, C double bond O minus. It is a bidentate ligand. Ethane diamine. Also it's a bidentate ligand. CH2 NH2, CH2 NH2. Okay, this is also bidentate ligand. When it comes to thiocyanate, SCN, thiocyanate, it has two donor atoms, that is nitrogen and also sulfur. Okay, so this is a ambidentate ligand which can donate from more than one side, but only one at a time is called as ambidentate ligand. So the correct option is thiocyanate. Okay, question number 77. The functional group that can be identified through Thalin dye test. So it is very easy. you can see that phenol will give the test. Phenol will give the test. Okay, not aldehyde, it is a phenol. Phenolic group will give the test because phenol will react with phthalic anhydride. Phenol will react with phthalic anhydride, that gives phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein, it is a colorless, that will react with the NaOH and changes to the pink. So only phenolic group will give the phthalene dye test. Phthalene dye test. Okay, we'll move to the next question. 78. Very easy this is. Match list 1 with list 2. List 1 they have given some organic molecules. List 2 given the type of bonds and number and type of bonds. First you can take C2H4, that is ethene, CH double bond CH. In this how many sigma bonds are there? 1 2 3 4 5. 5 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond. So A is matches with 4. 5 sigma bonds, 1 pi bond. And next one is C2H2, HC triple bond CH. Okay, here 1 2 3. 3 sigma bond, 2 pi bond. So this is match with 1. CH4 carbon is connected with 4 hydrogens. Okay, all 4 are sigma bonds. So here it is matched with the third one. NH3, it has 3 sigma bonds and 1 lone pair of electron. Okay, that is matching with the second option. Okay, you can check that 1 4 2 1 3 3 and 4 2. Option 1 is a correct answer. Okay, we'll move to the next one. And here we can see a solution of copper sulfate is electrolyzed for 10 minutes with a current of 1.5 amperes. The mass of copper deposited at cathode is okay, so this is according to the Faraday's first law. Okay, you can write the formula. W is equal to m by n into f I into t. Okay, I derived this formula. So here W is equal to Z into I into T, that I derived this one. M molecular weight by N factor. So molecular weight they given is 63. Copper sulfate, copper is present in plus 2 state, Cu2 plus. Okay, so here 2 into Faraday, 1 Faraday value they given here, you see 96487. Okay, and then here I value also given. What is I value? 1.5 amperes. 1.5 into time 10 minutes, they given in minutes, so you have to convert into the seconds. 60. Okay, after solving that you will get the answer 0.2938. Okay, if you solve that you will get 0.293, that is first option. Okay, next one 80. Okay, this is a very easy. N and L values they given. Okay, you have to identify the orbital by using this N and L values. N value, principal quantum number. N is 2 means 2, L is 1, it is a P. 2p, which is 2p, second option. 40 means 4s. 53 5f. 32 3d, we know that L value 0 means s orbital, 1 means p orbital, 2 means d orbital, 3 f orbital. Okay, which is matching with this 2p 4s 5f 3d. Okay, 2p, second one is 4s, that is 3, third one is 5f 4, fourth one is 3d. 2 3 4 1, 2 3 4 1, it is a first option correct. Okay, next 81. The major product formed in the following sequence. First they given C2H6, that is ethane, CH3 bond CH3, you are treating with Cl2 in the presence of UV light. Here mentioned that monochlorinated product, monochlorinated, only once you have to do the chlorination, CH3 CH2 Cl will form, and that you have to treat with the NH3, then it forms the CH3 CH2 NH2. Okay, that you are treating with the NaNO2 and HCl. We know that aliphatic amines with the nitrous acid will form the alcohols in the presence of water, then it forms CH3 CH2OH. The option is 2, C2H5OH. Okay. 82. Although +3 oxidation state is more common in lanthanoids, cerium still shows +4 oxidation state. We know cerium atomic number is 58. We know that electronic configuration is 4f1 5d1 6s2. Okay, 4f1 5d1 6s2, and here given cerium 4 plus. Generally common oxidation state is +3, here +4, because after losing all the 4 electrons it is obeys the xenon configuration. Okay, after losing 4f0, that is stable. Here you can check the options one by one. After losing one electron, it acquires 4f14 electronic configuration, wrong. 4f0, its nearest inert gas is radon, wrong, xenon. After losing one more electron, it acquires 4f0 electronic configuration, that is correct option. Okay, its atomic number is 61 given, actually atomic number is what, 58. Okay, moving to the next question. 83. This is direct question. Methane reacts with steam at 1273 Kelvin in the presence of the nickel catalyst to form. Okay, methane on heating in the presence of the nickel, you will get the carbon monoxide and hydrogen. It is correct option. 1 is correct option. Okay, that is straight question only. There is no explanation and formulas are needed for that. In the presence of the nickel, methane will react with steam and it forms the carbon monoxide and hydrogen. Okay, 84, you have to see this. They have mentioned that incorrect statement, not correct one, incorrect statement. Okay, oxygen exhibits only -2. First option is oxygen exhibits only -2. It is also exhibit +2 and +1, O2F2 and OF2. In O2F2 it's +1, OF2 it's +2. So this is wrong. They are asking incorrect statement only. No, this is incorrect. So you can also check with the remaining options. The order of catenation property of the group 14 elements is carbon is greater than silicon, greater than germanium, approximately equal to tin. This is correct. Carbon has ability to form p-pi multiple bonds, correct. ECl3, boron and aluminum is a monomer. Boron will form BCl3, it's a monomer stable, but aluminum gets stability by forming the dimer. So all these 3 options are correct. First one is incorrect. They are asking incorrect, so first option is correct one. Okay, question number 85. It is a direct question only. They are giving like phenolphthalein, colorless. Okay, colorless, used as an indicator for the titration of the sodium hydroxide solution against oxalic acid. The color change that is observed at an alkaline pH close to the equivalent point. In basic medium it will change colorless to pink. It is direct question. Okay, no formulas are needed. Colorless to pink. Next question number 86, you can see here they given largest incorrect one. They are asking incorrect one, which is incorrect. First option is largest and smallest pieces among magnesium 2 plus, aluminum 3 plus. Okay, so here magnesium 2 plus, aluminum 3 plus. Largest is magnesium, smallest is aluminum 3 plus. Here they given aluminum is largest, magnesium is smallest. This is wrong, so that is why they are asking incorrect. That is why this is correct option, because the statement given is wrong. Okay, next the IUPAC name of the element with atomic number 107 is nil septium, correct. The similarity behavior of lithium with magnesium referred to as a diagonal relationship, correct. The oxidation state and covalence of aluminum in this compound is oxidation state x minus 1 plus 0 is equal to plus 2 minus 1 going that side plus 3, correct. Coordination number, that covalence is 6, 5 plus 1 6, correct. So all these three options are correct, first one is incorrect. So they ask the incorrect only, first option is correct option. 87, question number 87. The following two reactions give the same foul smelling product, that means isocyanides. Okay, we have seen in amine chapter, it is isocyanide. So here first equation they given, it is Z they given, that we don't know. So from the second equation we can find the first equation also. Second equation they given C2H5 means CH3 CH2 C double bond O NH2. Okay, Br2 NaOH, this is a Hofmann bromide degradation, you will get CH3 CH2 NH2. Okay, so that if you add that will form Y, this is the Y actually. Okay, and if you add chloroform in the presence of the alcoholic KOH, that forms CH3 CH2 NC. Okay, this is Z. Okay, so Z is this, and here in first equation also Z only they are asking, first equation also Z will form. Okay, so they are asking what is the X. Okay, CH3 CH2 Cl X gives Z, that means CH3 CH2 NC. Okay, we have two options, AgCN KCN. We know that AgCN, carbon and silver have covalent bond, that is why nitrogen will attack. Okay, in here X is AgCN and Z is CH3 CH2 NC. So you can check the options, AgCN C2H5Cn, wrong answer. AgCN C2H5NC, correct answer. Okay, 87 2. Next 88. So direct question they given, spin only magnetic momentum value titanium 2 plus, they have given 3d2, only 3d2. In d orbital there are only 2 electrons, 1 2. Okay, only 2 electrons. 2 electrons means what is answer? 2.84, direct question that is. Okay, root over n into n plus 2, that formula. Okay, 2.82, direct question, option 3 correct. 89, there is nothing to confuse in 89. So here they given some metals, okay, and their catalyst role in the reaction. Okay, vanadium pentoxide is used in the contact process. Contact process means that is converting SO2 to H2SO4. This is contact process. Okay, Fe is used in the Haber's process. Haber's process, we know that N2 plus H2 gives less to NH3, ammonia preparation. And palladium chloride, that is used in the preparation of the carbonyl compounds from the alkynes. Okay, C will be 4. And last, nickel complex is used in the polymerization of the alkynes. Okay, you can see A3 B1 C4. So which one is matching that? A3 B1 C4 D2 is option 2. Okay, two products X and Y are formed in the following reaction sequence. Okay, the reaction sequence is benzene react with CH3Cl in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3, that gives toluene. Okay, that they are treating with HNO3 and H2SO4. Okay, that will form orthonitrotoluene and paranitrotoluene. Okay, orthonitrotoluene and paranitrotoluene. So that will give a mixture of orthonitrotoluene and paranitrotoluene. These two can be separated by, very easy, these two can be separated by the fractional distillation. Okay, this is all about this chemistry paper. Okay, I hope you are clear with this. Thank you.
You can refer the answer key displayed here.